Northwest Radio. My name is Kyle, and joining me as always is my co-host Christian. Before we begin, the show was brought to you in part by Pete's Pub on the corner of Brady Street in Arlington. Pete's Pub offers daily food specials, daily drink specials, weekly trivia, and much more. More information available at petespubonbrady.com.
Christian, how's it going?
It's all right.
Cool.
You look like a pirate every time I see you when you wear that hat.
Dude, it's a big hat. It's a big knockoff hat from the gas station. I like it. The logo's starting to fall off, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Don't put it in the wash. I mean, I was looking at my my gel that I use. One of them, it's called Schwarzkopf. You know, like SHWORPCH. So you'd think like Austrian, Switzerland.
Yeah,
but
it sounds like that.
Like made in Mexico, and like the brand itself is like Connecticut. It's like, you know.
Well, I mean, the name, you could name...
You can name anything, yeah.
Yeah, you could sell toilet water and call it like...
What are Doritos? Are Doritos Fritos, technically? Yeah, they are. They are Fritos.
But they're like big Fritos. Why are Doritos and Fritos aren't the same? They're both corn chips.
But they're like the company Frito-Lay Incorporation.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
They own everyone. They own everything.
Like Gatorade is Pepsi. Yeah, Gatorade's Pepsi.
PepsiCo?
Yeah, and then Coca-Cola has Powerade. And what's more surprising is that I remember like in grade school we had like to do like stock market analysis. We had to like watch stocks, and Pepsi and Coca-Cola, this is 2009, were like 65-55 like per share.
Mm-hmm.
Now I think Pepsi is like 120, and like Coca-Cola is still like toiling at like 70. But like, what's more popular? Coca-Cola is more popular.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
Coca-Cola stock. Coca-Cola's at $60. Pepsi's at 180.
Damn.
Yeah,
Pepsi's
and they're
killing it.
Like they were like $10 apart back then.
So does that? It sounds like Pepsi, but Pepsi's that because they own more sodas, maybe, right?
I mean,
or own more things.
Think about it. Sprite is Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but like
they're like the two most popular.
Sprite's not the most popular soda.
No, but it's the most popular white soda.
No, I feel like black people drink Sprite.
Yeah, haha. I know, but what I'm saying is like white,
right?
like lime soda.
Like lime soda? Yeah, I mean Mountain Dew's like a yellow. It's not a white soda.
I saw something the other day. They were like, black people, when they say they're giving up soda, that don't include Sprite.
Sprite doesn't count? Yeah.
It's Pepsi products. I'm genuinely curious, like, what they actually have. Because I like Pepsi more than Coca-Cola. Like, I do. I like Cherry Cola, or Cherry Pepsi is, like, from Culver's is, like, the shit.
What about that vanilla?
Oh, Vanilla Coke, that's a different story, Staji.
Do you not like Vanilla Coke?
That might be the best soda of all time. I actually like the first two sips are the best kind, and then I like discard it. Like I will only have 2 sips of that, and then I'll throw it away because it's just not as good anymore. There was some lady that brought her to the gym today, and the dog was literally walking around the gym, and I just wanted someone to drop a weight on it.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
wow.
That's not even the most offensive thing you said today.
Dog to the gym. Like the dog was like walking on like the running track unattended. Like, and her boobs were falling out too, though. I did notice that. Like every time she was like doing like these stair jumps, like literally up the stairs, she was like jumping up, and like her sports bra was too small, and like the boob was like popping out. Like every jump she took, like she was going like this.
There he is. What's up, Charlie?
Hey, good. Sorry about that. I was waiting on the link. I was like,
good. Yeah, before we start, so my name's Kyle. This is my co-host, Christian. I know you do a lot of these, but we're still kind of in the building mode, and so we've been getting bigger and bigger guests. We got like Willem Dafoe coming up in like a month, so I mean, you're really helping us out.
oh, yeah, right. Okay, we got Willem Dafoe coming up in a month, so...
Yeah, you're the second most famous Wisconsin guy right now, probably. What do you think?
If you can get Willem Dafoe, you can probably get me.
You know, Chris and I, we've been doing our show for about a year. Like, we've done 30 to 60 minute interviews with the mayor. Chevy Johnson, Jake Plummer, who else? Vito from The Sopranos, a couple of actors, musicians, stuff like that. So
Awesome, man.
yeah, so we do it through River West Radio, which is a nonprofit. So I mean, we just signed up and started doing this for fun. The goal is to make money eventually off of like something as you know, first you got to get good at something and then you eventually get to make money off of it. So that's what we're trying to do.
Super cool. Good for you guys. Yeah. No, my pleasure.
Well, we'll just, we'll have to include that just because we were thrown out there hard for a sec, but we can get started. I'll do your intro for you.
Throw that in the mix. No, I mean, I give you guys, that's really cool that you just said, you just said you're going to do it and you've done it and you've done really great. So that's awesome. Good for you.
Yeah. The goal is just we got to get people hearing it. So that's always the hard part.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just, you just got to get on all the different platforms. You got to cut the TikToks and.
Yeah.
Part of the problem is we have a really big deaf community, like following. So like they hear it too. So.
We have a deaf fan following? No, I don't think so.
Audio.
Oh, I thought you did.
I mean, we could. I don't know. They haven't reached out to us to say.
I bet you that there's a way to do that. I wonder how that community consumes that kind of stuff.
That's a good question.
I mean,
I don't know.
Yeah, like how can you find is a joke really as truly as funny if you can't hear like the voice behind it and like the emotion? Like if you're deaf and you're just laughing based off of stuff you're reading, like will that ever be the same laugh as like actually hearing it?
The short answer is I have no idea. But captions, that's your answer. Captions, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't know why I stalled on that, but yeah, just captioning the video. And actually the captions on the video, that's becoming more of a thing. Like, it's not enough to just put them on the video. You kind of want them to pop up, since everyone's got attention issues these days.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks a lot. Bezos, Zuckerberg, probably all of them basically, they played a part. Except Tom. I don't think Tom from MySpace. I feel like he kind of got into
these days?
Probably just spending his money, you'd think.
Yeah. I mean, he probably doesn't care to be part of any of this. Just happy to do what he did.
Did you? I'm sure you had MySpace back in the day, right? At some point?
No, I didn't.
Really?
No, I don't think so. But I'm old enough to know that I could have. But I don't remember if I did, and I'm pretty sure I didn't.
Well, with that being said, we have a very special guest today, everyone. This man's a Wisconsin comedian, New York Times Bestselling Author, Emmy-winning journalist, musician, creator of the Manitowoc. His first stand-up special, which was filmed at Milwaukee's Riverside Theater, coming out on February 22nd. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Charlie Berens. There we go. So, yeah, it's kind of like a Tarantino. We kind of like started the movie. Yeah, we like started the movie like while it was already happening, essentially. So how are you?
I kind of like that. I like that style. It's it's like people drop in the middle. It's like a Tarantino film.
Yeah, there we go. How are you doing today?
Drop in the middle. What's that?
Yeah, I said, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. It's a spring day in February. The ice is not freezing like it used to. I'll tell you guys that much. I was out sturgeon, hanging out in Winnebago doing some sturgeon. I wasn't spearing myself. I didn't get a thing this year, but friends had a shanty. And man, that ice, terrible. I've never seen it that bad, ever.
Yeah.
Like the cakes, like you cut a little cake of ice to like push under, so you can have enough to see the sturgeon. And two of them in my buddy's shanty crushed, like before they even got them underneath the thing. They broke in half, which they had never seen happen. And these weren't 20-year-old dudes. So it's pretty wild. Yeah. So that's a good topic to start off, Charlie. Way to take it. That's a very quick line at the quick trip, way to start an interview. So how's your day going? Oh, good.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, geez Louise.
I was just hoping that you like were legitimately having a good day, because I felt like my next question was going to be if you were like, yeah, my day's all right. I would want to know, like, is your day actually all right, or is that the answer you have to give to every person that asks you that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, yeah, well, it depends. Depends how honest you want to be with another person, how honest you want to
Right.
be with yourself, I suppose, but also what's your perspective, you know? I
Do you
mean, it's
like,
hard to not have an all right day, I suppose, given all the stuff that we have, but it's
do
all
you like,
about perspective, you know? If everything's great every day, then sometimes the smallest things are a huge hurdle, you know? It's pretty wild.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it sounds like you were legitimately having a pretty cool day,
I mean,
experiencing new
I
things.
can't complain at all. Yeah, not at all. I got some nice birds in my tree. There's some nice waterfowl coming around these parts.
yeah,
Yeah.
my coworker was saying you're an avid bird watcher.
Yeah, you guys like the goldeneye?
I,
The mergansers are doing their courtship
I like
dance. So you know you got to get with the times.
Western larks,
What
personally.
that? What'd you
Western
say?
larks are my favorite.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow, that's your
yeah,
favorite bird?
yeah.
Do you know their song?
No.
Oh, it'd be
It must
cool if
not,
you did though.
Yeah,
it must
well,
not be, you must not like them that much then, it
I do
sounds like.
like them. I do like them. Okay, I can do, here's my bird call. You want to hear it? All right.
Yeah.
Chickadee dee 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 dee.
Was that
Chickadee
good?
dee 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 dee. I don't know what kind that is, but they do that. There is a bird that does that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang, he just pulled that out. I was just going to give you a little tufted titmouse, but I don't think I can compete with that.
I mean, I'd love to hear you try.
See, I lost air on that last one.
That
You gotta
sounded
breathe from
good.
the
I heard like the
diaphragm.
acoustic, you have like
Yeah, I
lovely
was about to
acoustics
say
over
the
there.
acoustics are helping you. I'm not calling you out, but those definitely your
Wow.
house is good. Whatever your
Yeah. You've
You guys,
you've
those
earned those good
acoustics are in my
acoustics.
mouth, fellas. Those acoustics are, I just have those pockets of resonance in my mouth.
Oh, nice.
No,
I don't know.
I'm kidding. I'm basically talking to you in a closet right now. That's fine.
I was gonna say you earned those acoustics. Congrats on all your success. So you finally, this is your first stand-up special coming out. Are you excited?
Yeah, yep, I'm excited. I mean, I've been doing some of this material when I shot it. I'd only been doing like a month, but most of it I've been doing for quite some time. And, so yeah, it'll be nice to get it out there and also, you know, really get doing more new stuff. I've got like a bunch of new content. But you kind of want to close the book on some stuff and then move on to the next. So.
Definitely. I was just,
I'll let you. No, I'll let you talk, Kyle. Don't worry.
okay, well, your bird call just wasn't it. I'm letting you recharge the battery over there if you want to try it. Everyone. I was watching your Midwest Goodbye skit. First off, skit or sketch? Do you use those words interchangeably, like you personally? Like, is it a skit or a sketch?
No, I mean, I just cause I would always call them sketch cause I did like, that's just what I've been calling it. I did like sketch stuff. I don't think it matters, honestly, but it would technically be a comedy sketch.
Right.
I think. But I don't know. I mean, if you call this skit, I know what you're talking about. And also, I don't know. I'm not sure what the argument is for one or the other, but yeah, I've heard some people not super thrilled with it. But I'd say sketch.
So your Midwest Goodbye sketch, like, I feel like in a lot of your sketches, there's like this occasional glimpse of a man who's very close to snapping. Like these occasional glimpses of terror. Like in your Midwest Goodbye one, I thought there was some really unsettling parts, like you popping out of nowhere with a terrified look in your eye, or just letting him know that he's essentially in hell and he can't leave, or like a purgatory. So like, I thought it's very like Pat Bateman-esque or like Jake Gyllenhaal from Nightcrawler, if you've seen either. Like, would you ever make a full-blown scary sketch? Because I feel like you have it in you.
Yeah, I definitely would. It's something I've thought about doing on like a horror film. 'Cause horror is, you know, very similar to, comedy. I mean, Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Obviously, Jordan Peele, has done great work in both realms. And I think he was the one who said, you know, it's just, it's a lot of it's just in the music. You know, if you take a terrifying thing from, any horror movie and you put different music behind it, it's that, but also it's in surprise, you know, and comedy is surprise and so is horror, you know, at their bases, why people watch them is the same and that's surprise. So There's some overlap and similarities, and the truth is, I would really like to do that. Yeah,
That'd be awesome. You should.
What about like
thanks. What's that?
What about like a biopic? Because I see your eyes. Your eyes are like piercing. Like you could easily play like Cal Ripken.
Kurt Cobain. Play Kurt Cobain.
Frank Sinatra. Like you could definitely. Wow. Are you looking those eyes?
I hope you wouldn't be a method actor for the Kurt Cobain.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, what was I gonna say? It's good lighting here because, I'm in an attic, so like.
It was a closet last time.
Hey, where the hell are you, man?
Well, I said I'm basically in a closet. I mean, but it's like an attic thing where the windows are kind of down by your feet.
Right.
I didn't want to pay I was cheap. Is the bottom line. But, I know I would like to do any of that acting. I've done some, in my life before, but, it's stuff you kind of want to, first of all, I wouldn't be asked to do a lot of that stuff because, you're going after these like classically trained artists in a lot of ways. Sinatra, I'd have to be Italian, and also sing pretty gosh darn good. I sing par at best. So, but hey, I wouldn't turn any of it down. Are you kidding me? If someone asked me to do it, I think that would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
So when
we can link you up with,
let me know.
Yeah, with Willem Dafoe. So, I mean, we can definitely throw your name in there when we talk to him in a month or so.
Yeah. Tell Willem I says hi. Yep.
Okay. You can play a young Willem Dafoe maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, he's great. He's great.
Sure. We're just trying to butter you up and become your favorite interview of the day.
Oh yeah. Oh, you guys are you're very nice. I do appreciate that. Yeah,
nice.
We've already gotten a bird call off of it.
Yeah, I've heard he's well endowed, Willem Dafoe. I've heard that story. I've heard he's pretty well endowed, Willem Dafoe. So like, I'm thinking about asking him that, but I don't know.
I don't know if we can ask him that.
You're gonna ask him that? I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm not gonna. I don't think so.
Has he talked about it before?
Objectifying someone, you're not like,
Yeah,
like,
didn't he? Wasn't it because he did like some nudity on stage or something like that?
I've heard back at his UWM days.
I don't know why. I don't know why it's like it's not a bad rumor or like an urban legend to have about yourself probably, but there's worse. Worse rumors.
Yeah, I mean, I hadn't heard that, but you know what? I don't even know. You know what? I hesitate to influence you guys at all. You do exactly as you do, and
I'm not gonna ask that question, Charlie. Don't worry.
Well, I'm not. Hey, there's no judgment. I don't know enough about it. I think it's all about. Has anyone asked him that before? That's what I would start by saying.
God, there's a lot of interviews to go through to figure that out. I don't know. Yeah, maybe we should just leave that one on the cutting room floor. But so when you
insert circumcision joke.
Yeah, I didn't even mean to do that actually, but that's a good one. Thank you, Charlie.
Yeah.
So
you're welcome.
when you I know you graduated UW in 2009, I believe, and had some interesting jobs throughout the years, and eventually you ended up like in LA. I know you were a production assistant out there doing stand-up. Like, how long did it take for you to get invited to your first Illuminati party when you were living out there?
Oh, wow. I don't know that I've ever been to an Illuminati party yet.
That's good.
I probably wasn't cool enough to get invited. I certainly, you go to some parties that are, I don't know, maybe Hollywood type parties.
Yeah.
I had a minivan when I was there. So, I was not, necessarily, like if I were rolling up to a party, it wouldn't be like, oh man, you gotta talk to that guy. Yeah.
Right.
He's a production assistant. He makes coffee and that is his Dodge Grand Caravan. And, word on the street is he shot it with his own shotgun pheasant hunting and his dad made him buy it. And you want to know that guy. I don't know that a lot of that was, and they'll also be like, and he's got bagels in the back seat they stole from work out of the garbage can, So I don't know that people were, and occasionally he sleeps in the van. I don't think people were trying to connect with me in that. But who goes, that was a long question or a long answer for,
I like the answer.
who goes to the Illuminati parties? What is that?
We had a guest. We had a pro wrestler on that spent some time partying in the hills, and his best guess was that he said they were just usually like weird, like sexual parties. Like those are the weird parties in LA that he would hear about. So I guess I don't know, like some Eyes Wide Shut stuff, like that Tom Cruise movie. I feel like probably like weird stuff like that.
Masks on and everything. Not a fan of that personally.
It would be scary. I wouldn't want to. I don't like masks, like haunted houses. I won't.
Anyone that's wearing something you can't tell their actual faces. It's a very creepy. Not a fan of that. What are you drinking, by the way?
Water. I'm trying to stay hydrated for my Illuminati party later tonight.
They have those in Wisconsin.
Juice is what you should be doing. That's what
they got them in my closet. Yeah, I can have whatever party I want in my closet.
Do you have any like riders like in your contract that say like, hey, like the dressing room, I want like certain things?
I mean, so anytime you do like a live show, you'll have a rider for the most part, which basically it doesn't just dictate that kind of stuff. Mostly what it's there for is to dictate how the stage gets set up. So like if you roll up to a sound check, it's not like you don't want all the guys or gals or whoever's like whoever's setting stuff up to be waiting on you to get there to get your stage right. So that's sort of what a rider's for. But also there's a section of a rider where it says, obviously, you know, if you need security or what you want in your green room. And so I do have a rider, but it's pretty, it's a lot of, actually, it's fruit and vegetables because I'm always eating out, you know, and I'm eating like pretty Wisconsin diet, and so I got to balance it out somehow. Yeah. Otherwise I'm gonna be dead like 20 years earlier because I'm on the road so much. So it's like
just like a lot of other Midwest comedians, man, just gone too soon. You're already past like the problem age for like the Midwest comedians, like the Belushis and Farleys. And
Belushi was like 34.
Yeah. I think, Charlie, you said you're 35. You look good. Do you feel good? Do you feel old or no?
Yeah, you don't look 35, you old bastard.
No, you look good. Do you feel old? Do you think I'm 34? Like, how do you feel? Like, I guess I've like tweaked my back, like just getting up wrong sometimes, which is kind of an unfortunate part of getting old. I feel like.
Yeah, there's a lot more stretching that goes into my life. A lot more fruits and vegetables. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to trying to just get sleep and stretch.
Yeah.
And not go too hard in the paint, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not you know, doing any crazy extreme sports like rec league kickball or anything like that. I'm just trying to keep it easy at the gym, you know?
Nice.
Rec league kickball is not fun. Like, cause I used to be able to trounce kids in grade school, and then like you play rec league and it's like the ball bounces completely different. Like girls are somehow good. I don't know. It's just like a.
Whoa!
Wow!
Screwed! Screwed! He's canceled.
You're canceled.
Canceled, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, it's just not when you're older. Like everyone that's good is playing kickball. Like every position player out there probably knows how to play.
Guys. It's a whole new game. When you were playing in grade school, you were only good because 59% of the class didn't give a shit and didn't want to be there.
Right.
But now you're going in this rec league where everybody made a choice to. True. It's not like they had to be at school and this is what you would do at recess, you know? These are people who went out of their way. These are the best of the best kickballers.
Yeah. This is like the World Cup.
That's good. It's good insight.
So you bet your ass these gals are they're gonna come. They're gonna come with the fire. Better watch out.
Yeah. Were you did you play multiple sports growing up? Were you like a basketball player? You look like you could play basketball.
How tall are you?
I can do okay. At a lot of sports, but no, I wasn't really good at, I wasn't great at really any, particular sport. But I did them. I was big in biking. I enjoyed biking. I was a bike mechanic. bicycle mechanic, so I was just that cool. And I really like getting out in the woods and just biking. If I could do anything, it's probably just that.
Okay,
Yeah.
between Lance Armstrong or Chris Froome, or is it Froome? I don't know. The other wins a lot of the Tour de France. Who would you pick?
Well, I don't think can Lance Armstrong do it anymore, or can neither of them do it anymore. I don't know. I don't even know that biking world. But also with steroids or without,
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I mean, I'm
important.
just saying, like, as like a person in general, like at least Armstrong was hanging out with Matthew McConaughey, so that would, he seems like
cool.
a cool guy. They were,
That's
you're
good
saying
connection.
is like a lifestyle.
yeah, like a lifestyle, like
Or like a friend, if you
Yeah.
wanted one as a friend.
I don't know.
I'd
I'd have to do some research and get back to you. I mean, if I'm going to give you an educated response on that, I can't say I know either of them, enough about either of them,
in the tabloids. That's what I go off of.
I'd be friends with one of those guys from the black and white cycling movies who are, sitting there smoking cigarettes, biking up the Alps, I'd be friends with one of those guys. Those guys look like they know how to party. They also probably won't be around for very long. So if we don't work out, well, I mean, they are smoking and biking. So, do the math on that.
Did you have a lot of family member when you were growing up? Did you have a lot of extended family that smoked? I feel like I was around a lot of cigarette smokers from a young age, so I don't know if that was part of your childhood too.
Oh yeah, I mean, people smoke. In my, I mean, it's just that now it's less typical. But if you think of all the people who do like Zyn or vape or whatever. Back then it was just cigarettes and dip. So now the options are spread out more. The vices.
I feel like if you're gonna take up smoking, like I feel like you have to smoke cigarettes first before you're allowed to go to vaping. I feel like you can't just jump in right at vaping.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You got to pay your dues. You got to give yourself at least a 25% chance of lung cancer, early death, or something, heart disease. Before you go into the bubblicious, hit the bubblicious vape pen.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. This guy's awesome. Thank you for agreeing with a lot of our points that we're making here. Unless you're not, because I feel like you have a good poker face as well.
No, I 100% am on board with if you want to start vaping, get serious about it. If you're truly dedicated to ruining your heart and giving yourself a chance of cancer, go with the Marlboro Man, Boom.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Sure. How do you feel, you made a comment in a recent interview about how you getting to the point in your career where you can tell your audience who you are, like beyond your comedy act. And you host Cripes Cast, which you launched in 2020. You've had a lot of interesting people on from all walks of life, not just comedy. I'm sure it's allowed you to show more of what you consider like your actual self beyond like your sketches that you do, and your stand-up act. I guess what's that process been like for you? I guess putting more of yourself out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I think you're just trying to find different parts of who you are that you think it will be beneficial to other people. There's some parts of you that probably aren't going to be that beneficial, and so you don't, dive into them as much. But like if I didn't have like maybe if I didn't spend so much time interviewing people, I probably wouldn't think that to do another thing like that, add a podcast on top of everything. But I did spend a fair amount of time doing that when I was in the journalism biz. So and also it's not just what you think people would get value out of, but what you kind of have fun doing. And I have fun sort of talking with people, and I think it's a great way to get to know people. And so yeah, that's why I kind of do that. And you kind of look for things too in stand up, things that you relate to, but at least I found it can't be just something that I relate to. It's got to be something universal underneath it all. So I'm always looking for those things, those intersections.
Yeah,
and,
definitely. I think we started probably for the same reason. I mean, it's fun. You don't know what you're going to get out of a conversation, and learning about people that have done things from all walks of life. It's very interesting. Obviously, Chris and I, we would love to be on your show. You can book us like through our manager as well. We don't have one or anything like that.
That sounds good. We'll do that. Yeah. We'll reach out to your people. Yeah, I mean, wait. What were we talking about right before that?
Just the fun of getting, I guess, learning something new about someone from all walks, different parts of life. I would say it is fun. We obviously do that too, just like you.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and
environment. Like, aren't you like a big proponent of like environmental activism?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I would even be less. Activism is kind of a charged word, I would say, but no, I'm just for any sort of policy that, if something belongs to all of us, but, one company or person is messing it up, then they've got to at least be honest about it and pay for what they're screwing up for the rest of us. Like for instance, we got PFAS in the water in Wisconsin, and so now we're all supposed to suffer after a company has made billions of dollars off this chemical. Are we all okay with that? So it's just kind of like just trying to make sense of those things, Right. I mean, and I get that PFAS also have done beneficial things for people. Well, take that into the equation, but some people, and not so much with PFAS, but there are other environmental issues where people just straight up deny it, and it's like, wow, I really wish I knew where you were getting your information from, because I would love to deny X, Y, and Z too, but I feel like that'd be hard to do knowing all the facts around the situation. So anyways, but yeah, it's just more so like I find it interesting that, the motivation some people would have to lie to the public. And I think environmental issues are where you can see that play out a lot.
Yeah. It's a really good question for you. Did you get like the cryptosporidium outbreak of '94 back in Milwaukee?
What is that?
It was all the freaking questions,
something in the water.
Wasn't expecting that one. No, I can't give you an educated answer on that.
Yes or no, man. I think review what I had or not. People were on the Twitter for days. It was bad. From what I've heard, I wasn't around, but my cousin got it.
No, I mean that's a fascinating thing. I would have to do a little bit more research on that.
All right. Well, I know you have some other interviews to take care of today.
All right, sounds good, guys.
Yeah. How do we do? Did you have fun? I thought we.
You guys did great. You guys did great. You really did. I had a great time, and you did your research. It was super fun. Yeah.
I'm sure you just had to sit through some not so fun ones. So just making sure that you enjoyed yourself.
I appreciate you guys, and take care, and keep doing it. It's super cool what you're building.
Thank you. Well, good luck. I can't wait to see your horror sketch.
Thank you. Thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate it.